Hey everyone, John and Will here from Men Talking Mindfulness. We just wrapped up another episode with Dr. Robb Kelly. He was one of our previous guests. Before we had him on to talk about addiction and trauma. This time we had him on to talk about self-sabotage, what it is, how to overcome it, some things like that. So Will, let's talk about what you learned. What are some nuggets that you want to share in our recap ASAP or preview?
Yeah, I really enjoy talking with Dr. Robb. He just is a wealth of knowledge, but he has a certain boldness and brashness that's part of his character. But part of it is he's like gone from we were just talking before we recorded this. He went from rags to riches, back to rags because he was homeless because of alcoholism for 15 months or something like that, back to riches. So he's really lived a life, and he's really had tremendous amount of experience with self-sabotage, and now helps other people overcoming their self-sabotage through what he does with the Robb Kelly recovery. But I one thing though, my biggest takeaway is your circle of influences. The people in your life, how you live in your environment, the way you talk to yourself, the way you speak about others, and even complaining are all a means that either aggravate or wake up self-sabotage, or ways that that continually keep you in those circles and cycles of self-sabotage. How about yourself, John? What's something that really stuck out at you, or something you learned?
Yeah, I mean, I love that we talked about, the self-sabotage that a lot of us think about is alcoholism and drug addiction, but we also talked about something as simple as, hey, we decide today that we're going to wake up tomorrow to go to the gym, but then tomorrow when the alarm goes off, there's something in our mind versus our brain that convinces us not to go to the gym. And that's self-sabotage. And he talked about the difference between the mind and the brain, and I've never
Mm.
really thought about it that way or heard it phrased that way. So check it out. Dr. Robb, as he did on the last episode, dropping some fantastic wisdom for us. And he also put his number out and a challenge that if you call him and it's not a life-changing 10-minute talk, that he'll give you $500. So that was pretty amazing. So check that out. It'll take a challenge for you. Anyhow, fantastic episode, and we really hope that you'll tune in both on YouTube and or in the podcast form when it pops and drops. All right. Thanks so much.
Yeah.
And until next time, this has been Men Talking Mindfulness. Talk to you soon. Peace.
Peace. Share it.